Okay, hello everyone. I have for watching the channel and the viewer who are following my channel, the different channel. And today I'm very excited to tell you everyone that today we have a very special guest who want to join, who will join us in this channel and this podcast, English sharing. Okay. So I would like you, everyone, to enjoy and with us in this episode. Okay, today I'm with พระสมบ Okay, so as some of you may know that Pra is monk, right? Okay, and he also just became a monk like a few weeks ago. So just so excited that to let talk with him and share something idea today. Okay, and I hope that you're gonna get some idea from him to study English. Okay, how he study English and how he improving himself at many things. Also today we're gonna talk to him in English. Okay, and we talk in Thai in the end of the episode. So okay, let's talk to พระสมบ and okay. I also would like you พระสมบ to introduce yourself little bit, like a bit. Okay, for the viewer to know you, what who are you and what are you doing and how you study also. Okay, we're gonna have more question later.
Okay. Thank you very much for inviting me to join this podcast. Actually, so I'm not sure what is the proper word for monk to greet everyone. Maybe I would say เจริญพร เจริญพร or hi everyone. So my name is พระบุญ you just call me พระบุญ and I am a monk student studying at the MCU Buddhist University in the faculty of Buddhism, and now I'm doing my master, and my major is philosophy actually. But I love to practice speaking English. So I oftentimes spend most of the time at monk chat in order to improve my English. And today I am very excited to join this podcast with PM, and I hope that it's going to be a good time and sharing to all you guys who are listening, all the audience.
Okay, this is a brief interview of พระสมบ Okay, and I hope you actually he also have the monk who are doing social podcast in monk chat, episode monk chat video. If you would some of you would like to know him more or want to follow by his speaking, by his Dhamma talk, right? So he also running the podcast the monk chat, radio. I don't know, or a podcast also, or you have streaming in online also. Yes. So could you talk about something about that? A little bit what
yeah. So we are now in monk chat. We have a online program, which is a program that we provide for those who cannot come who want to talk with a Buddhist monk actually. So this streaming, it's for those who really want to curious about basically about Buddhism, and we have volunteer monk, so weekly to join us with the streaming. So on that chatting, online chatting, you can join us by sending question in the how to say, in the comments, and you can also like add different questions and through like while we live. So the Monk Chat program is a program that we want everyone to join in order to improve their English as their beginning, and also learn understanding more about Buddhism. So if you want to learn more about English and Buddhism together, I think Monk Chat is a program that is suitable with your interests.
Is this only Thai or is this only like English or also in Thai? That's
only English actually. So the Monk Chat online is for the community who want to how to say, learn more about Buddhism, but we use mainly English, in order to like practice monk themselves, in order to train the monk being able to communicate with foreigner. Before the COVID-19, and actually we have an on-site Monk Chat, which the Monk Chat program have been running for maybe over 10 years. But because of the COVID-19, then we have these how to say, we are go on this platform in order to keep in touch with people who used to come to Monk Chat, especially foreigner. They really want to like keep in touch what's happening at the community, Monk Chat community right now. So I think it's a good experience to me. Also, it's my first time to have this kind of how to say chatting and have learning how to use the social media, especially go online and live and talk and answer many questions from people from different angle of the world. I think that is quite new for us, but it's kind of fun, and I have learned so many things from like have live with the Monk Chat program online, Monk Chat online.
Okay, so I also the fan of that's like channel. That's Monk Chat like program, and I sometimes I also used to like listen to most of like the guests who are speak on that show as well. Okay, that's a good thing that I can say like should continue and make it more like wider, not for every for every listener who come and talk to practice. Okay, this is very good to hear that some idea from you, and also okay, now let's back let's change the topic. Okay, because in this purpose on our podcast here, the mainly we forget online study English. Okay, study English because maybe some of like follower or the viewer from my channel, some of them because I also do like teaching English on this channel as well. So as you know, as I know you, as you are like have like good student who are like good as English, and so my question is I want to ask like how is like inspire you to learn English, like to learn English and to study about study English. What inspire you to learn? Can you just tell me some like before, now when you are unable to speak English at all, so how do you study? Again, what kind of your story? Okay.
Um, my inspiration of studying English actually at the beginning, I think it's something I think most of the people maybe expect from learning a language. So when I first interested in studying English, and actually I just want to be good at speaking English, and I just wanted to, how to say, my dream, I really want to like how to say, open the world and really want to travel around the world, like how to say, more people dream of. So that is the beginning of how I have what I have improved myself in order to be able to communicate in English, or at least understand English in how to say, how to being able to use English, especially nowadays, lots of information, especially how to say, book or information that's spreading in the social media, or the other kind of media, like a book, or maybe many different sources of information are written in English. I think if we are able to understand English, we'll get a lot of benefit from like being able to understand English. You're not only going to be able to access only the source, a lot of information, but you're going to be able to like travel, the opportunity to travel from country to another country as well, especially like if you're able to speak English, you can like travel many different countries, which is most of the country people, they use the English as a second language. And also there's many countries that has English become their official language. So that's why I think it's not only being able to understand English is not only give us opportunity, but also many advantage, especially like for the career in the future, you know. So that's why I think English is a very interesting and is one of the important key point that's going to lead us to have a successful life. So that is the beginning how I start to like improve my own English. And but at the beginning it's I, how to say, I have a lot of, how to say, energy to learn. But later on it's gradually like how to say, it's the light is gradually fade away. So I try many times, and I feel discouraged, you know, so many times, and sometimes I feel like I'm going to give up learning English. So I used to have that kind of moment of feeling of learning English, because it's not easy, you know. When I was in high school, even though I had the intention to study, but we don't really have a good environment to learn English that much, because most of the school, I went to a Thai normal school, which is English is not the language that we normally speak, you know. We learn only like a lot of grammatical term or those kind of thing, which is very stressful sometimes. But but luckily I how to say, I made the right decision to come to MCU, that I heard that they provide the English program where like all the class students speaking using English, all the class. So that came to I heard that from my senior monk when I was in high school. Then I just like, oh, that is a quite good environment, and I just moved to Chiang Mai and continue the degree. Then one of the program that I have, how to say, I was interested in is Monkshot program. So that's why I think I learned a lot from Monk Chat program, and I feel, and still now today, I feel very grateful to Monk Chat that have helping me improving is not only English, but also many different how to say connection with people and learning, knowing how the way to communicate. So that has helped me to how to shape and it's helped improve my English a lot. And now I'm not saying that, oh, my English is excellent now, but I think it's a lot better from the beginning and still and from like my English it's how do they, it's better than I was. I could say.
Okay, that's so great to hear that. The story is very interesting. From the beginning, from the beginning that like until like you know you learn a lot from like before like high school, right? And so you got into university, and then since that time you able like practice so hard, you know. And yeah, I think it's just important that we can if we know for you it's like you know the aim of what you want to study, like you want to study English, so it's not because like English is important, but you also like think like this is it's like a more than that, more than important, you know. I don't know how to explain, and your story like have like you have like your goal like is want to study English because of what, and then you find a good way, you find a good way to practice your skill, your English study. I think this is good for you. But for the one, okay, this is another question that we can for the one who don't have like a good environment like as you, like as me, like me, like you. For the one who never get a chance to the same with you, so do you have any idea for them to learn English? Like what kind of like recommend that from they can learn if they are unable to like talk to foreigner like every time with like you walk, you know. So do you have any idea to give some idea for this if they want to study English?
Yes, actually, that is a very important question when we come
to learn English. I think many people they have the goal. I think everybody know that being good at English is good, you know, but and they really want to improve themselves to be a better English speaker, and but the problem is that they don't know how to like improve themselves. And actually I personally when I first interested in studying English, I just like try to change so many things in how to say change many things in around me, especially environment, you know. So I think that's helped a lot, even though yeah, we have to understand the context of ourselves, that we are not surrounded by like is English speaking people, you know. We don't have the partner who speak English. So that's why we have to, the easiest way, we have to put ourselves in the environment that is supports our learning, you know. So I think it's better to have a partner, but if you don't have a partner to practice, I recommend you to start with like making something simple, you know, and still it becomes a routine, especially like just start with a simple question or something that you're familiar with or something that you're interested in. It could be book, music, or anything that you're interested in. And then do it in English, support you are interested in like playing game, try to like translate or whatever in game that you're interested in. I think this is going to make, it's going to help to you enjoy with the language, So I think at the beginning, attitude or the view that we have on learning English is very important. If we find that, English is a subject, it's subject that is you have to study and learn for the test. I think that is not going to work, because you're going to be like being able to, you will pass the exam or the test, but your English skill is not sustainable. Just like remember then for the test, and later you no longer remember and even don't know how to use that kind of maybe or a grammar structure or even those kind of vocabulary. Many student or many of my friends, they try to memorize many different vocabulary, which is sometimes is very difficult to remember, but they remember at the beginning, but later like those kind of vocabulary gradually fade away. And I think that is not the right way to study English, by memorizing so many different words, especially for the beginner. But try to apply or use those vocabulary or whatever. It could be a phrase or a sentence or like short, maybe question, those kind of things in real life as much as possible. So maybe use it or maybe write post on the social media or whatever. Try to join with the community or the group that they they share about learning English. I think that's it's not only learning from other people, but also help us to it can motivate us, inspire us not to be like lazy or maybe to give up easily when we have a friend or a group of people who have the same have the same interest, that I think join with the people who have the same interest. I think nowadays it's easier than like when I was in like in the old day. We don't have like many social media that much, and it's not convenient like nowadays that we can access or at the social media all the time, and internet using it's unlimited. So that's why I think this is a golden time for those who are interested in practicing English, So I think the tool, very powerful tool, is the technology device, the cell phone and those kind of things. I think that's helped a lot. So briefly, I think try to be more creative, like pretend support that you're surrounded by the English, So I think if you're using social media most of the time, I think try to change or whatever application or maybe the menu that's on the smartphone. I think that can help to improve your English a lot.
Okay. Okay, it's also a long explanation and also very good for to hearing that like you want like have like the way and the environment that push you to do, and also you have like your goal already before, right? Before you study English. And I think as my experience, to learn English, I also have my first for me it's just the important is the most important thing is to be in love, or become like the one who are crazy, or I don't know how to say, crazy about the thing first. I mean that you should like what you do. You should like but if you want to study English, so you have to like it first. For my idea. So if you are like, okay, if you like to study, so if you like, you don't feel like boring to study. Since the beginning, I was studying this because I thought that it was my favorite subject. So I have this idea since now, and as I'm still practicing using English every time. So I think your environment and you also have like different idea from mine, but I think as you said, like we should have like a good environment, right? We should take ourselves to go to the people who are the same interest. Okay, I think this the good explanation also. And yeah, okay. Right now we run out of time a little bit, like now we have, but we still have more topic to talk. But I'm okay, just like we continue asking you about more questions, because it's such interesting to talk to you. Also, like I think also the viewer who are listening, who are like watching our channel, maybe they also would like to join, would like to know you for their education. Okay, that's interesting that you told me every story, like how to study. I think it's the most important is like to be able to like to go in that environment, right? What you mean, like to what can I say, like you say like if you want to study English, so you have to be with the people who also talk English, who also speak English to you. So if you don't have that kind of like environment, but you can use online. You can use like many applications, have like TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, every platform, right? So I think nowadays like have like very important and the most easier than like more easy than before, right? When I was a student, also have like very hard for me, but I have my we have hobby. Okay, my hobby. I think we should have some like a hobby good like to study. I think the different people are not the same. I think for me, I like to read a book. That is my inspired to learn English, because I want to learn English and I want to study English. But for the main thing, for me, I think it's like reading. This is the big part of my study English. I think, you know. What about you? Like, have like what you use, like what you use to study English, like book or kind of like you have.
I love watching movie actually, and I kind of like listen to podcasts and honestly, I listen to a song a lot as well, but I practice mostly. I mean, when I was like maybe in high school, I spend most of the time watching movie, and especially cartoon movie actually, the animation. Why I love to watch a cartoon, and actually the voice that's from how to say the speaker from cartoon is clear, it's different from the actual movie that is performed by the actor and actress. Sometimes it's quite difficult to catch their voice, but when the character in cartoon, they the characters spoke very clear, and it's very easy to listen, sometimes, because these kind of movie are made for the kid, so that's why they try to make it simple how to say, as much as simple that the kid will understand. So that's why I think for the beginner, I highly recommend to start with the maybe from cartoon or something that is thing that in general or simple, like watching cartoon. I think that is a good idea. Later, maybe if you're familiar with the voice, the character, the pronunciation in English, and then you can like go further, listen to the podcast or maybe radios, or maybe um, even watching the new later, and then that's I think a good um, uh, good start for those who are starting to learn English. Start with like watching cartoon, or and another technique that I used when I was practicing English is that I try to watch, repeat, how to say, the same how to say, the same movie. I remember I watched maybe the uh, I watched a Star Wars movie, Star Wars, and actually for maybe at least maybe around 5 times that I watch and repeat the same thing. And I sometimes even I could even understand or predict that what this character is going to speak. I remember all the, how to say, the scene that, oh, this character come again, and again, but it's sort of boring. But it helped a lot to get familiar with the accent, with the speaking, and the intonation. Yeah, at the beginning, maybe if you don't have the, how to say, the how to say, the energy to study enough, maybe it's quite boring, and you can you could like give up easily. But I personally, I love watching movie, especially like a sci-fi movie and those kind of thing. And that is another what one of my interests, and mixing with the intention to learn English is sort of matching, and that's helped improve my English a lot. And I can watch, like even right now, I think I can repeat watching that movie again. Maybe it's quite boring, but uh, it's a different time. You're not, how to say, it's not the same sort of feeling, and you will learn new thing every time when you like repeat watching that movie again and again, and different time, and you get a different feeling and different knowledge, and many different point of view of that movie. So I think uh, should one movie that you really like, a cartoon, or it could be maybe if you don't like watching movie or film, you just like listen to a song. I think that's also help. Or maybe if you can sing along, that will be even better. So many people have a very good as how to say, pronouncing the word, from singing a song. It's just a sing with the when the singer is singing. And I think that is also another way to enjoy learning a language. Um, uh, I personally, I'm not a, how to say, bookworm. When I read, I think reading it help a lot to improve your vocabulary, especially when you're going to improve yourself and a higher level in English, especially writing. I think reading is help a lot to accumulating or collecting many different style of using vocabulary, because different words, even though their meaning is very close to one another, but different word vocab give different feeling of the word. So like when we say the good, or like for the positive thing, we say good, nice, beautiful, and this kind of thing. I think if you read a lot, you will know how to use a proper word in order to express our own idea. I think reading help a lot, but I personally, I'm not kind of like a bookworm or like reading that much, but I personally love to listen and watching movies, and I think that is a kind of my personal like ways of learning English.
Yeah, okay. I think different person, different people, different idea, right? For
Mhm.
you, I think I also love that kind of like study from cartoon. I was like watch movie like kind of like met a lot of time before, when before I able to speak English, or before I like I able to understand English, and I think it's help a lot too. I think it the one who would like to study from the beginning. I think watching movie is a good idea, and and also what else? What research? Like another one, second one, like singing a song. Okay, right.
A
Singing a
song,
song,
yes.
listening to song. I also. Yeah, but the song is have some. It's so hard. If you don't go to the right, sometimes
Yeah.
you may like they understand, because they use different different words. Like it's so hard for the one who like to study English. But I think for the second level or for the intermediate, like they're able to understand, listening to the song. I think also good one. Yeah. Okay. So this is your idea about studying English, and it's kind of like the tip, for the one who would like to study English. Okay, now let me ask you a little bit more question before we end our podcast today. Okay. Since beginning that I talked to you, like our show is like about learning English, and also like have like a sharing some idea, how to improve our self, how we like develop our career, or some perspective about our life, to how to like be a good, be better person, like okay. And I would like to ask you a little bit more about like we talk about already English, like how good and how to practice. Okay, now I would like to ask you about like if you know English. Okay, after like be able to talk, to understand, and also like to know like everything about this, and what was the most important like in our self improvement. Okay, this is my
Yes.
question is like self.
Yeah. I got a question. I think um, being able to speak English or understand English, I think it's help. It's a gateway for our life. You know, it's a gateway our life to being able to open, unlock ourselves to access many different sort of information. I think that is one of the benefit of being able to understand English, because English language is used widely, almost how to say almost in every country around the world, except some most of the peoples understand English. So that means we have a opportunity to how to say to accept or to communicate or to meet many different people from many different countries around the world. And I think that gives us opportunity for ourselves to learn more about the people, and their ideas and their ways of living. I think that is kind of interesting thing that English is a gateway, allowing us to understand better about people from different country, from different culture, or even different faith. How to say, I am aware of these kind of this kind of understanding when I have joined the Monkshot program. I met many different people from different age, from different country. They're from different faith and different background. You will learn so many things from people. Different people have different ways of their living, different, how to say, attitude. Sometimes you even feel surprised. Oh, I have never thought this kind of thing in our culture. We are living the culture. We sometimes we think that, oh, we knows a lot. And I realized that the more we learn more about people, the less that we know about this world. It's like we are. I feel like I'm in the cave. And it's like a cave person that never travel or don't know what outside of the cave. But if you are able to speak English, it's open. It's allow you, maybe in the future, if you want to go to abroad or study in another country, or if you want to work in another country, or if you want to move or live in another country, I think that is another. It's going to be, you will have more choice in life. So don't let yourself have the limitation. So English is, I think, is another showing that's allowing us to have more how to say more showing that we can is that can bring us to have a better maybe qualities of life, or maybe even it can leading us to have a successful life. I think and that is I think could be a goal of learning English. So to me, what I have gained from learning English, I think it's countless of how to say benefits of learning English, especially that kind of thing is I understand better about the teaching of the Buddha. I was raised how to say, I grew up in the temple, which is surrounded by like Buddhist teaching and Buddhist people, but I haven't really understand deep enough throughout like being in the environment of where we can like accept how to say, absorb the teaching of the Buddha. But when I am able to understand English, and I got many different questions that Buddhist people don't really like question like a foreigner, and that's help me a lot to come back to myself and rethink about our own belief, and many questions that come from foreigner that that make me thoughtful about their my own belief of Buddhism, and that as I lead me to find out the answer. I also sometimes have a doubt in what we like following, especially like monks' life or the teaching of the Buddha, or the main teaching, or even the many the purpose of practicing in Buddhism, and many different technique of meditation. I think these kind of thing because English is how to say, the foundation that I'm interested in, but later, and actually that helped me a lot, that also help me to understand better about the teaching of the Buddha. And I think that is a countless benefit that I've gained from being able to study English. And my intention in the future, and actually I really want to like sharing this kind of experience, to people who have the same interest, to join us together and come to Monk Chat and maybe share the teaching of the Buddha to the people around the world.
Wow. Okay. That's
That's
wonderful.
a big dream.
And so like it's not only like English, also like have like we got your idea from like many points of view from you. Like we use like how to adjust ourselves in our career for the future, to be able to speak English, or to I think this is the best part of like we learning English. Not so like for you, it's like to know English is like it's mean that to open your attitudes more over, and also like in Buddhism, because like many culture, like the people from European country, they also have like different kind of like culture, different of like tradition. So I think the most question that they ask you is a different thing you got in your day in like we live in Thailand, or like. So I think this is also helping a lot for you understanding yourself and they grow up, So that is get the great idea, and also because you like to open mind to talk with the people, to share some good net for every like the people around the world. Yeah, that's interesting, and thanks for sharing everything. And yeah, okay. Before we end our podcast here, I will have a little bit more questions to ask you. Shortly, okay. Since we just talked like from the beginning until now, it's almost an hour. So I also got a lot from your idea, and I'm so kind of like happy to talk to you and get some points of view in this podcast. And yeah, okay. So let me ask you a few questions before we end our our podcast here. What do you think about nowadays? What do you think about the people living with the modern society? With the modern society, what's this like? What's the best like best pass or best thing that we can do to our for our society? Like nowadays, everything is quite like serious, you know, like the people around the world are not like our mind also. As you are as a monk, so what you can share, or you can give some idea to the people who are living in their daily life, like to be. I think my answer is my question is unclear, right? But okay, what I want to ask you is like as a monk, okay, as you're a monk, okay, so you can just share like kind of like the people who are living in the society, how to adjust like Dhamma and present modern lifestyle.
How to say it? It mean you're asking. Your question is that what we can do with the society, and how what we should what is the responsibility for us to the society. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, it kind of like as you're a monk, so now they are you know social media is quite like a big the biggest part of our influence a lot in our daily life, you know. So as
Yes.
a monk, what could you like to spread about Dhamma talk, to get the environment, to get the society getting better, everyone. Okay, so what do you have any idea to share to the people, to share to the viewer, the one who are listening?
I think this we have to accept that the social media and have play a very important role in our every task and in everyday life, and actually and it becomes a part of our life already, and I think we cannot like stop using these kind of social media in order to keep in touch, and it's become gradually, how to say, people are in on the social media more and more. So I think the key is that we have to use these kind of social media wisely. I just like oftentimes when we talk about using social media, I think being aware of using it is very important. You know, we cannot like stop or maybe using these kind of social media or because our society nowadays we have a social, it's like a social life and also like a real life. You know, we have to balance between like this social life and in real life, in real society. We cannot escape from real people, real society, you know. So that's why, yes, we are in social media and we are in the real society. To balance this, and actually, of course, sometimes we have to keep in touch with people. Sometimes we meet one another, even though like nowadays maybe we may have a difficulty to meet each other in person, but social media have, how to say, fill the gaps of like meeting in person. and we still keep in touch with one another, and we still can sharing our idea through our social media. We can share our life and what's going on in our life to one another. I think that is there's the real life and social life. It's like come to join and connect to each other. So I think here the very important key of spending our life for now today. I think we cannot live our life without mindfulness, especially using social media and whatever sort of media, there's when we consume the news or maybe whatever entertainment or those kind of thing, there always both sign of the every tool, every platform of the media, so that's why using social media, it's come to conclusion of like how can we using social media and still at the same time we also can stay productive, or we can still balance our life and we are not losing our focus. I think that is challenging for people now today, that how can we deal ourselves and still not living our life happily with the changing, so that's why I think that the teaching of the Buddha never becomes an old-fashioned, is timeless teaching, like what the Buddha said, that everything are not certain. If we understand this kind of thing, that whatever changing that's come to our life, we will be able to learn how to adapt and adjust ourselves along with the changing. I think if we have this kind of mindset, it's like we are learning how to accept things, whatever is going to happen in our life. Even though maybe something can go happen, maybe it's like changing slowly, something which could change quickly, So whatever changing, I think that is the thing that we have to keep in mind, that is not permanent. So I think this timeless teaching, it's helped a lot to live in this world, in the modern society. I think we have to help one another to spread this idea to the people as much as possible.
Okay, that is very good for you idea, and I think this is the best episode that I I have ever done. Okay, and today is so okay. It's you are the second guest who are top in this channel, and like to give lots of idea. And today I got lots of idea from you, and this is so important for me to running my show for the one who are for the one who would like to develop themselves, or like improve not the English or the like the idea. So I think kind of like sharing is the best part for our society. Sharing the good thing, the good idea, the good but not only like I think also in the Buddhism they have a lot of things to do, to be able to like to sharing, to give, like we call that dana, right? But have like a sharing idea is also the best thing that we can do in our society nowadays. And okay, and today I'm very happy for you to be here and talk to me, and not only just like English, but also point of your view was just like amazing. Yeah, okay. Before we end our our show here, we would like to like briefly talk in Thai, for the one who are unable to understand English. So because my purpose is like to give some idea for the one who would like to study English, and also like not only English but also we talk about lifestyle, the way of like idea, we can share about that. Okay, before we going to including our topic that we talk today in Thai, so we're gonna take a break a little bit and then we'll come back again, for our show here. So I will take a short break from here, and then so in the last minute, so we can talk in Thai and conclude everything what we are talking today, what we are in discussion. So I think it's gonna be very big benefit for the one who would like to join us, who would like to listen more. Yeah, I think okay, we will take a break now and then we will come back again. Okay, thank you for now, and just wait for the last show. Okay, the last time. Okay, we will come back. Okay, we stop here right now. Okay, for the last question today, as we are talking a lot of like topic, a lot of like idea I got from you. Okay, for the last, before we end our podcast, do you have any idea to share for to the viewer that they would like to, if they would like to join it, or if they would like to study English? Okay, do you have any have like a, do you know any sort of like for the one who is studying this, like have like a study with good teacher, good like for example here listening to our podcast is good benefit for the one who are willing to study English. I think it's good. And also not only English but also we get an idea from different person, different view. Okay, and okay, please like conclude a little bit like for the last, if the one who would like to study English, also sharing about the Dhamma. Okay, talk with the monk as you are like running your program in Monkchat Radio. Also like hopefully we can conclude today.
Yeah, I think that is a good idea. Listen, start with listening. I think that is listening is the key. I think start with get familiar with English, so try, how to say, put yourself into the environment that to support learning a language. I think like listen to podcasts, like listen to these kind of podcasts, or if you have more time, better to meet people in person and have a real conversation. I think monk chats are available. Maybe now today foreigners start coming in, and I think in the near future there will be more people coming and have a conversation with monks, and people will especially foreigner will come maybe more often, hopefully. So you can join and have and practice through like listen to a real voice, real people. I think that is more touching. It's more touching, and it will inspire you a lot. And another important thing that you have to keep in mind is that you have to be very clear very clear on your goal of learning English. So that is will help when you feel discouraged. And because you're going to confront so many different kind of situation of learning a language, you're going to face like sometimes difficulty. And these kind of setting realistic goal, that's going to help you keep motivated of learning English, so that's why keep in mind that what is the purpose of learning English. And whenever you feel discouraged, you just go back and review your own intention, your own goal of learning English, So at the beginning, to me, I just want to being able to understand English, and that is enough, But later I find that, I understand what people are speaking, and I can read, I can write for in a level, but I find that it's not that yet, I'm not really satisfied with my English that much. So I also set a higher goal. I would like to be able to speak English like a native speaker. I want to be I want to be fluent in speaking English, and that is another challenging, So always keep yourself challenged. Maybe it could be a small goal. Maybe you have a bigger goal, and you can divide it into a smaller piece, and go step by step. It's like a ladder, you have to come up from step and another step gradually, and more importantly, don't push yourself too hard, It's could be broken at the beginning. Now, many people when they have the intention, now it's time to practice, time to do it, most of the people they fail because they don't know how to deal with those kind of too much expectation at the beginning, and when it's not happen what they expect, it's just give up easily. So many people they brought lots of English book, when they have the intention to study, maybe 10 or over 10 books, but they don't read them at all, it's keep and just stay there. So that's why I think learning a language, it takes time. It requires patience and diligence, especially discipline, So these are the very the key, it could take years, months or years, in order to be good at English. Especially, do not feel discouraged, and everybody have the potential to develop, So and that is the thing that's I think the most important part of learning English or any language. And actually, it's not only English, even any job or work that we are doing.
Okay, this is the final. So thanks a lot for your time. Thank you so much for your time to join in this podcast. English talk and sharing. So as a host, I'm so grateful for you coming and join, and today I get many points of view, not only English but only for me to spend my time, to keep working hard, for my goal, what I want, the job, the work that I do. That is important that I get inspired from your speech today. And I think also same with the viewer here, the listener who are listening here. And I also would like to thanks a lot for the one who are listening. Okay. Okay, today we're gonna end in in English today, and yeah, would like to pay respect to you and thanks a lot for joining me. Okay, I'm so grateful for that, and hopefully I'm gonna see you when the show is going a little bit like popular. So I would like to invite you to join it with me in the future. So for now, I would like to say okay ขอบคุณครับครับผม